Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. We're going to keep going with factoring today. Factoring polynomials now. You might remember from last time. Oh, this font is too thick. I hope these videos are okay. Let me know if you want me to change anything I'm doing or cover something. If you have a special request of like a math topic you want me to talk about that's not on this channel yet, let me know. Of course, I'm going through everything, right? We're doing factoring now. One day we'll end up doing multivariable calculus. We'll do vehicle finance. We'll do it all. Anyways, you remember we found factoring polynomials by greatest common factor. So that was my last video. I'll link it in the description. But if we were to factor x cubed plus x squared, well, there's x squared is the greatest common factor. You pull it out, you get x squared times x plus 1, and that x plus 1 came from dividing both of these by x squared. Okay, that's what we did last time. So now we're going to do a special case of factoring polynomials. So it's factoring quadratics. That means exponent of 2. And I'm going to say using the difference of squares. Put that in quotes. Squares. Method. What that means is, let's give an example. Always doing examples. Anyways, if you have a quadratic that's like x squared minus 4. Well, x squared is a squared, right? X squared equals x times x. And 4 is also a squared because 4 is 2 squared is 2 times 2. So this is a difference of squares, and difference is subtraction, right? So solution, x squared minus 4. The key here is to recognize that 4 is a square, and so is x. We keep going, rewrite it. It's x squared minus 2 squared. Now it's a difference of squares. We can see it. The method here is to make 2 brackets, so 2 sets of brackets. Put each number, it's an x squared minus 2 squared, put an x at the start of each bracket, put a 2 at the end of each bracket, put a plus in the middle of the first bracket, and a minus in the middle of the second bracket. Now we factored our difference of squares, and you can check this. Always check your work in math if you have the opportunity. X plus 2 times x minus 2, you can check, and we can see that this actually works. Multiplying x times x, we get x squared. X times negative 2, you get minus 2x. 2 times x plus 2x. 2 times negative 2 minus 4. What this gives is x squared. These minus 2x's cancel. You get x squared minus 4. Let's take a look at another one. X squared minus 9. Is 9 a square? I should say example 2. 9 is a square. You rewrite it. X squared minus, what is 9? 9 is 3 squared. So that's the key. It's always recognizing that. That's a difference of squares. So we make our 2 sets of brackets. Put an x at the start of each bracket. Put 3 at the end of each bracket. Put a plus in the middle of the first bracket. A minus in the middle of the second bracket. We factored our difference of squares. I'll just quickly write out how to, well, other text on the bottom, my bad. How to do it in general. In general. For quadratics of the form. Now in math, we want to know how to do examples, but we should also figure out how to always be able to do things. Our goal is to like completely master factoring quadratics. So how do we always do that? Quadratics. My bad. x squared minus a squared. And here that's where x is our variable, a is a number. Could be 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. Could even be 1 actually. We factor by x squared minus a squared equals x plus a times x minus a. That's the formula to know. That's the key here. Screenshot that. Write it down. Do whatever you want with it. So another example. And we'll use our formula this time. 4x squared minus 49. We got to recognize first that this is a difference of squares. So an aside, of course I picked a hard example. 4x squared is 2x squared is 2x times 2x. So just rewriting that. And 49, well, that's 7 squared. So that's the key, is always recognizing what our squares are. And it's a difference. It's got a minus sign. So you have 4x squared minus 49. What that actually equals is 2x squared minus 7 squared. We have our difference of squares. We use our formula. Make our two sets of brackets. Here a is 7. X here is 2x. Put a plus in the first sign, minus in the second. We did our factoring. You can check that. You can FOIL this out, like multiply these two brackets together to double check. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful.